What up? My name's Mariah. I just finished recording a video where I go all into like the blah blah of like why it's good when you feel like your life is falling apart. Um, Frequency shift, essentially. But if you're watching this and this video found you, that means that there is a message here for you. I am using my tarot cards and I have a couple decks here that I want to pull from. So whoever sees this message is for you. I know that, you know, the algorithm suppresses my videos a lot. So if you find it, then this is really for you. So what message do you need to know right now? What is your current situation? Let's see. Ooh, you're coming into some funds. Okay, so this is the Ace of Pentacles. This is a great start. So this is what is going on right now. Let's see what is either blocking you from that or helping you get there. The Ten of Pentacles. Wow, this is a great reading so far. So yeah, if you're feeling like your life is falling apart, it's a good thing. Like that, my whole other video, I tell you exactly why it's an amazing thing and actually what really needs to happen. So, okay, great. So right away, you're coming into some money. It might come from family. And either way, this might also be a new idea that you've had that is going to let you leave your legacy behind, of that Ten of Pentacles, blonde hair, that Ten of Pentacles family life, that like true fulfillment of like a generational wealth, generational legacy. So that's what's going on right now. If you're feeling like your life is completely falling apart, it's because that's what's unfolding for you. And that is huge. And like, yeah, things are going to shift. Okay. You're going to lose some people. You don't want to bring everybody with you when these cards show up. You only want to have the people around you that you can fully 100% trust and that are going to that aren't going to take anything from you, essentially. They're not going to be jealous. They're not going to give you the evil eye because they already have their own fulfillment. Those are the kinds of people that you want to be around. You want to have a similar frequency to these sorts of people, the people that already have the confidence, that already have the wealth, that already have things that you admire, not really the other way around, because this is what you're working on. You're getting to this place and you want to be around people that you can trust with money, essentially. Okay, so what is going to be kind of the advice to get there currently? It's coming. I'm just pulling randomly from this deck. I wish I had thought ahead of time to make this up, but it's not. This is the Three of Wands. This is your manifestations coming into shore. So you've already done the work, which is great. If you've watched my other video, I kind of said that like, yeah, you might have to do the work. But if you're finding this video, also, I think if you're finding that other video, you have already done the work and you are now watching as your manifestations come to shore. This is essentially like you've put in the action, you've done the manifestation, and now you're watching your ships come to shore. You're watching your manifestations come in, which is that generational wealth, which is that generational happiness and fulfillment. That's what you're doing right now, which is why it might feel like things are shifting and changing, because like I said before, and like I really emphasized in that other video, you can't take everybody with you. You can't, you don't want to. Okay. So I'm going to use a really beautiful deck that I have, the Saltwater Spirit. Let's get a message from the water as to how we can move forward. Bringing into balance the divine masculine and feminine aspects of self. That's great advice. Let's see what else it says. So this is Dragon Seahorse number 48, if that is meaningful to anybody. I just love this deck. It's so gorgeous. 48. Okay, the text is so tiny, I have to hold it up to here. Embracing new aspects of one's being, giving yourself permission. The dragon seahorse is a spiritual representation of the healed energetic frequencies of both the divine masculine and feminine. The male seahorse, like others of the species, are the ones that rear the offspring. They take on the role of both nurturing and protecting its young. The masculine energy has fully embraced its feminine qualities. The masculine allows the feminine frequency to be let out within himself, heart, mind, and soul without restriction. The spirit of the dragon seahorse asks you to become one with your divine masculine and divine feminine energies. Allow them to flow together and intertwine as needed. It is a mentally and emotionally healthy thing to allow a person to embrace both masculine and feminine aspects of their being. We, during the developmental process in our mother's womb, are all androgynous, and until a specific point of field development, when our genes and chromosomes kick in, we actually start as female, by the way. A feminine can embrace masculine aspects that will take them further on their journey, just as a masculine embracing feminine energies will take them further on their own journey. The spirit of the dragon seahorse asks you to practice balancing these energies. Too far one way or another can blind you from seeing how you could be restricting your progress in your divine spiritual journey. The evocation is: I embrace both divine masculine and divine feminine energies and allow them to flow through my energy fields to bring me into divine balance and alignment. And you know what? That's a really good piece of advice, because, you know, sometimes we read the cards and it's all abstract, but that's why I love oracle cards. They're always really clarifying. So essentially what we've got here so far is maybe you just had a new business idea, and this business idea or partnership or something to do with your material reality is really going to lead you to that generational impact, whether it is generational wealth or some sort of legacy that is going to affect you and your family. And maybe it's you and your family are all in on it. But regardless, there is this one, either it's money that has come to you or a business idea, something of that nature that is going to not only help you remember who is closest to you, but to keep those people close, to keep your family close, to work on that legacy. And the only thing that you have to do is know that those manifestations are coming in with the Three of Wands. And the advice for you in the here and now is to work on balancing your giving and your receiving, and working on, so when somebody tells me balancing between the masculine and the feminine, to me that means like, okay, have I been taking all this action and not getting anywhere? Usually that's what I do. I've got a lot of masculine vibes, energy in my birth chart, so I'm always the one to like do, go, like get this handled. And when I receive a card like this, I'm like, okay, so now I need to sit back and allow myself to receive. And with the Three of Wands, I would say if you're watching this, perhaps you have been doing too much and it's time for you to shift back into the feminine receiving, which is trusting the universe, the goddess, the dreamer of reality, to give you what you've asked for, but you don't know how it's coming and you're not supposed to. You're not the one that is sailing the ships to shore. You are just watching them come in because you know that they're coming in. So I would say the advice specifically is to kind of move more into that feminine receptivity. But if you're watching this and you're somebody who does a lot of receiving and maybe you don't do a lot of action, then okay, it's time to shift into that action. It's the balancing. Okay. And I'm going to pull one more card from my Egyptian Book of the Dead Oracle. Let's see if there's any other advice for the here and now to move us forward in receiving the generational wealth, the generational legacy that we're after. What do we need to know? Eye of Ra. Cool card. Okay, and that was 34. Let's see what we got here. Okay, these are simple. I like these ones. Okay, key ideas: harmony, robustness, harmony again, that's, you know, balancing, and resilience. Like the Eye of Horus, the Eye of Ra was represented as the depiction of the eye, in this case the right eye, and was thought to ward off negativity and restore harmony. However, the harmony would usually follow a period of violence and upheaval, possibly war, Remember, like I said, like this video is going to find you if you feel like your life is just kind of going crazy. The symbol was the protection of the pharaohs and appeared in the temples and sacred places in Egypt. While the Eye of Horus is gentle in meaning, the Eye of Ra can be quite a tricky one because while it denotes the restoration of harmony, it also indicates that some kind of conflict will come first. Sometimes peace can only be found on the other side of war, and this card suggests you will need to be resilient in the face of adversity. In some readings, this card indicates that revenge is a factor at play here. This is especially the case if Sekhmet, Horus, or Seth are also present. The Eye of Ra card suggests that you will need to actively push away any negativity, including your own negative thought patterns and behaviors, before a time of peace and harmony is restored. Try not to be your own worst enemy. This is a trying time, and the dust will settle eventually, and a period of calm will follow. Okay, let's pull one more. No way, the Eye of Horus. So funny. I love that. 33. I picked from a random part in the deck. When I'm not looking, and because I'm really bad at shuffling, and I just like go through and I just pick a random one. Okay. Watch my battery here. Eye of Horus, which is 33, which could be meaningful for somebody. Watchful guidance triumph. The Eye of Horus was represented as the depiction of the left eye and was thought to ward off ill wishes and bad luck. Even today, some people have this symbol in their homes or tattooed on their bodies for the purpose of protection. When you see the Eye of Horus in a card spread, it is a sign that someone in the spirit realms is watching over you. This card also suggests that any bad luck or misfortune you might have suffered in the past will be guided to happier times. This is the card of watchfulness, so if you feel that someone has been behaving in a negative way towards you or trying to sabotage you in some way, know that the Eye of Horus will deflect their spite and you will not be harmed. This is a powerful card symbolizing a spiritual level of guidance and healing. You are on the right path. Don't allow a setback to derail your progress. Eventually, you will triumph over those who have tried to thwart you, just as Horus exacted his revenge on Seth for murdering his father. So again, that's like a little generational kind of message there with, you know, the three cards that I've pulled here. It's like, you know, first, I guess I'll show you this way. First, we had the Ace of Pentacles. That was the first card that I pulled. Followed by kind of like how you get there is the 10 of Pentacles. And it's got to be about money. This is the beginning and the end of a journey, essentially. We have the Ace and the 10. And you know, whenever you see these two cards together, it's like right now you're at the beginning of the journey, and how to get there, I think the advice here would be how to get there is just to have that visualization, have that image in your mind of where you want to go. If it is generational wealth that you're after, if it is this generational legacy that you're after, hold that in your mind while you're starting new projects and allow that to guide you and allow that to be how you see your ships coming in. Because like I said before, you're not the one sailing the ships. Like, you are the one seeing them come to shore. So you are obviously putting some sort of faith in a higher power. And just with, you know, with 3, we have stability, we have, you know, almost have a foundation. We're getting to 4, which is foundation. And it's essentially like you're there, right? Like you're building this legacy for yourself. I'm a little down here now. You're building this legacy for yourself of fulfillment. And like I said before, not everybody can come on this journey with you. And we had both the Eye of Horus and the Eye of Ra come out. And with the Eye of Ra coming first, it's like, yeah, there might be, like, somebody might have an evil eye on you because they're seeing you have this success. They're seeing you have this family that they want, that you have the support, that you have the ability to create this legacy, this generational wealth, and maybe you already have it, you don't realize it. And it's either your family that's motivating you, or the motivation to start a family is motivating you, and just know that it's happening. Like, it's literally your ships are coming to shore with that 3 of Wands. But some advice would be, we had the advice of balancing the masculine and the feminine energy with the seahorse. But then again, we have the Eye of Horus and the Eye of Ra. This is another balancing act. This is the left and the right. And we also have the left side of the body, which is the feminine, and the right side of the body, which is masculine. So you can even check and see if you are stronger on one side of your body, like if you're stronger on your left side, then you're more in your feminine, you're more in your receptive mode. If you're stronger on the right side, then you're more in your masculine and you're taking a lot of action. And whatever is, in my experience, I found like whatever side I get more injuries on, like if I actually like start like getting myself like little nicks and cuts by accident and it's all on my right side, then I know that I need to chill out with the action and shift into the feminine, or vice versa. Like maybe I'm getting little, I don't know, bruises or something on my left side. And then I know, okay, I need to, stop being so passive and take some action here. So again, we have this balancing act of what is overactive in your system, what can you feed on the other side of your system to create that harmony, to create that wholeness, that fulfillment. I left this card out, but I have it sitting up like down here because I pulled it for myself. But we have the World. So this is another card of harmony. I mean, it was just staring at me the whole time. It didn't come out of the deck. I had this out of the deck and I wasn't going to mention it, but I'm going to mention it now because this is the card of fulfillment, of balance, of harmony, of wholeness. And that is this balance and this harmony of both eyes looking straight ahead, and also the protection of these eyes and of wearing an evil eye. I always wear mine for videos, especially. Pretty much whenever I go outside, I wear an evil eye because I don't want people to look at me and to like give me their bad juju. And like, yes, I do have a strong aura, but there are times where people are so jealous of you just because of who you are and how you look and what you have. And maybe people are jealous of your family, right? Like, and you've got to just like be like, no, like back off, like look at your own self, like reflect it right back to you, right? So yeah, so if you are feeling like your life is falling apart in shambles and you're going through major changes, know that sorry you asked for this, you manifested this, because like I said in my other video, if you haven't watched that, go check it out. You can't take everybody with you. There are people that aren't willing to do the same work that you're willing to do, and you don't want those people with you because they'll just bring you down. So you have to keep focusing on you, keep working on the balancing of your own energy within the masculine, the feminine, the left and the right. And that even, you do that in the brain, right? Like we want to have a solid right brain understanding of reality so that we connect to the flow, we connect to the higher power, we connect to nature, but also a strong understanding of the left side of the brain so that we see shapes and see reality as it is, and we have that analytical side as well. So working on balancing that, working on balancing the brain, working on whatever manifestation tricks you like to do. Maybe you need to try another one to do something a little bit more, if you're somebody like me, I do a lot of visualization, but sometimes I need to take a little bit of action and write something down that I want to manifest. Like that is balancing even on that end. So yeah, let me know if you have any questions. I would say that if this reading found you, like, you're doing amazing, sweetie. This is essentially like you're starting the path to generational wealth and fulfillment because you've manifested that and it's happening. And yeah, like your reality is going to change and shift, because if this is what you're manifesting, then that means that you don't have it right now. So your reality is going to have to change. And the way that you can bring that in quicker and sustainably is work on the balancing act between masculine and feminine, between left and right, and keep that evil eye on you, keep that shield on you so that when people see you in your success and the legacy that you're creating and the generational wealth you're creating, even just the generations that you're creating, you don't need their bad vibes and their bad juju. So anybody that's falling out of your life right now, let them go. Let them go. That you don't want their vibe, their frequency on your success that is coming to shore right now. It's coming to shore right now, and your life is shifting and changing because of it, and people are going to fall away, and that's fine. Just let them go. You've got so much more coming for you, and in a way that you're just building this legacy, and that's what you really need to focus on, is building that legacy. And whoever wants to come with you can come with you, but they have to do the work on their end. That's on them. Okay? You're doing amazing.